I
you
think
might
I timed that at just the
something
right
smells
time.
good out there.
Oh, I made burgers earlier.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good burger, a
It's-
little garlic.
It's post-burger.
Yeah, post-burger ambiance,
Yeah, there we go.
in there.
There we go.
Good day, good evening to everybody here. It is Thursday once again. It is, it's about to actually be a time change next. We'll have one more podcast at this time.
Okay.
And then the following one will be kind of back to where we're, I don't want to say normal, but half the year is one way, half the year is the other way here. And
the half I don't like.
I don't
Personally.
actually. I agree. Like I said, again, I've very selfishly, like I said, a lot of my friends that I game with are on the East Coast. So then the 2 hours is much nicer than the 3.
Yeah.
Because it's also like, I get started earlier. So then it's like, we're kind of getting started. So it's like, all right, kind of move up the schedule that way. And then also we're done. It's like, I don't know what to do with my time. Normally I'm about to go to bed.
What do I do?
I don't know what to do.
That's right.
But the time it is right now, it is time for some About Beverages podcasting. I'm Andrew.
And I am Keith.
And welcome in, everybody. Baker, good to see you. So good to see you, Bevy Brothers. Looking forward to another always excellent podcast. Cheers. I feel at some point there was probably a podcast that was probably not so great. I'm sure we've had some deaths.
Yeah. Well, I always think of it started out, I don't know how it turned out, but the one where we were trying to.
Sometimes we should go back and watch it.
Yeah, just watch it or see. Yeah, because we were like, no.
Yeah.
But were we actually showing the whole, or we were trying to record? I guess, we were streaming.
That was the whole thing.
So that would be encapsulated in there, would be our attempt at, I think, doing
St. Patrick's.
Specific, St. Patrick's Day themed things, But
then we've had themed ones that worked, like when we did the draft and we did drafts for the draft. Like those always go pretty well.
That goes well too. So.
I don't know if we didn't do that this last year, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we just not?
It's a Thursday.
It was. I just couldn't remember for some reason. I couldn't. Maybe we just kind of. It wasn't as big a deal as when the Bears drafted Caleb Williams. Like that was the whole thing.
I think because we start earlier now. And so maybe that was it.
I think maybe we watched the first pick.
Got into the,
I think that's right.
I think that was it. Yep.
I do remember that because I was thinking this year, I was like, we'd really have to probably have some food or something because I think the Bears picked 25th.
So
we either have to start a lot later or just we'd have to be ready for the long haul. So, but one of the many beers we could have had at some point on one of those podcasts, to get the ball rolling, to not have too much alcohol going. It might be this first one.
It might be.
This could be a very easily that one. Let me see if did I find a graphic for this? I feel like I did.
Ooh,
right
perfect.
there.
That looks exactly like the can I brought over.
That is the can. I'm not going to lie to you. Until I grabbed this graphic, I did not realize it was a non-alcoholic IPA.
No.
I just saw Trail Pass and I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, because when you were messaging me, like, I got these two. I'm like, hey, let's do both beers. We'll do a whiskey later. Obviously, featured beverages for everybody here. Hit the button. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's not alcoholic. Oh, okay. That was the other suggestion.
The can looks good. It looks like it should have alcohol in it.
It looked so refreshing. It should have booze in it.
Yeah, I found myself down, in the more central and then Juvee part of town earlier this week, and I stopped into a place that a fellow coworker had recommended, or that had told me about, and the beer we're going to have as our second beer, he had purchased that. And I'd been a long time since I'd been down to this, it's called Time Market. It's been a long time since I'd been there. So that was actually a little frustrating though at first because there's nowhere to park.
No, that I remember even from way back in the day when I used to be in that area.
There's like maybe 6 spots that were full, and there was a guy unloading his truck.
You mean like they just come out, they were done eating?
Yeah, they were done. And then there was like another 10. Those are full. Mm-hmm. And every time I turn a corner, it was like, permit parking only, parking only. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what am I?
I remember that.
How? What? And so
how?
I almost didn't go. I got so frustrated, but I kept circling, and then I wound up on 4th again, and I found a spot with a meter.
That's a family trait that you overcame right there. Usually that's where you get so frustrated, like, screw it, I'm not going.
I almost
That
did.
is very much a family trait.
Well, I was
I'll say a male family trait.
I had a little bit of a time constraint, not huge, but because I had to be back at the house. But
I can only make 2 more laps.
Yeah, and I was running out of gas. But anyway, so I finally found the spot, and then the meter that I pulled up to, I couldn't read the screen. The one right next to it, I could see this guy still had time on it. I'm like, why? What's going on here? And there was a red flashing light on the side, and I just started putting money in. And eventually that light turned green. So I thought, okay, I've got some time.
I've got at least 15 minutes.
I can't read the
probably.
screen. Yeah, I didn't need more than that.
Didn't have one of the card reader things at all?
It may have, but I have all this change in my car.
Oh, nice.
I thought I was use this.
Okay.
So I did that, and then I went around the corner and went in and was in search of the one we're going to have next, and I thought, oh, I've heard about this one, and I thought I wanted to try it. So
I mean, I always like stuff from Sierra Nevada, and like I said, definitely like trying to find, because we get enough questions about it, like, you know, people saying like, oh, is there anything good that actually is non-alcoholic or lower alcohol, all those kind of things, you know, very extremely sessionable. Would that be like a 2% or something? That'd be like some sort of saison or
extra
or like
sessionable.
like a not a Hefeweizen. What were those ones that were like sometimes like 2 and 3%? Like not like I keep wanting to say
not Gosa.
No, well, I mean those can be, but that's not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
it's something Weiss. It's like a
Berliner Weiss.
It's like a Berliner Weiss. Yeah. Like some of those sometimes are like the 3% kind of thing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Trust me, you're always excellent. You're too kind. You're too kind. That's true.
She might be biased. I'm not sure.
There might be some bias if it's true. It's all right. I'll take the bias.
Yeah.
That is very much daytime sunflower seed. Right
well,
there.
You know, it's funny.
That is
they actually had the
out.
daytime. I almost bought a daytime.
Oh, wow.
I almost did that too.
Because that's just sessionable.
Yes.
Okay.
4.5%. They had a little bit of a different look to it. It was in can, but it still smells good though. I mean,
no, it does smell very good. I'm not against that smell.
beerish.
It's just like that, like is almost like if you were doing a lineup of different things and I smell that, I'd be like, okay, this is either a session, like a lower session beer, or this is a non-alcoholic, because it just seems like that's when they have to do whatever. Like I said, I don't know what the whole method is with these to do. Like I said, again, non-alcoholic, so it's 0.5%. There is still a little bit in there for anybody that is still an issue. It's not like some of the wines that we've had lately where it's de-alcoholized, the new word on the street. Hops in this: Amarillo, Bravo, Cascade, CTZ, Magnum. Because
almost sounds like army chat.
Yeah,
Amarillo, Bravo, Cascade, CTZ, Magnum.
Could be Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. But no, a good, like I said, good aroma. A little bit of hops in there. A little bit of like maybe lemon as well. Like maybe a little bit of citrus.
Yeah, it definitely has that little citrus. That's good though. I like that.
That's actually pretty tasty. Like I said, it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
It's very light.
Yes. But it has enough IPA in it.
There's a little, I would definitely like a little more.
Sure.
Like I said, when it comes to, like I said, the bitterness factor, I think more than anything. But flavor wise, like I said, the lemon kind of comes through, that nice kind of citrus flavor.
Yep.
There is a little bit of that, like, I don't know what it's like, savory sunflower seed kind of thing, like comes through in the taste as well. But this is good.
Like the Run Wild has that little bit of bitterness that makes it different than this. But this is, more refreshing IPA, I guess, in a way. But it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think still the Run Wild is the best, the closest that you can get to actually it's still tasting like a beer that involves alcohol.
Yeah. Well, if of the lighter ones, like the Guinness is great. The Guinness Zero, that's really.
I'm not a huge fan of the Guinness flavor anymore, though. So
okay. So then,
but it does taste like that, though. Yeah. It is very accurate. I just don't like that sour tang kind of thing anymore. Is not. I think the next time I ever really have a Guinness, it should be in Ireland or something like that, and then I'll just be
get the foreign export stout or the other.
Go the motor oil route. True.
Yeah, more roasty, smoky kind of things going on there.
But that one is almost 1-to-1. Like that one is crazy close for sure. I would love to know more about the process of how this works. Like I'm sure there's probably videos on that, like you can search for on YouTube, but I'd like to know more about the process of how the alcohol is completely removed. It meets all of our criteria for what we would consider a craft IPA, not necessarily even a craft non-alcoholic IPA, but a craft IPA.
Says Sean Connery.
Oh, wait, no. Innovation Brewmaster.
James Connery. With one N.
35. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Connery.
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 Connery. Why?
20 grams of carbs, though. Too many.
Well, you gotta have
95 calories.
A lot of times I have read articles that talk about NA beers being good, like post-workout drinks to replace your carbs or what. I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, all right. It's an energy drink. No.
Non-alcoholic energy drink.
Beer.
There you go.
Yep.
What's the thing though? Like I would definitely rather have this. Like I said, you see all this, the Michelob Ultras and all that kind of, I'm going to say garbage. Like you see all that, the exact same amount of grams and calories and all those kind of things, and you can even have it be non-alcoholic or whatever else. Like this is way better than any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, please
flavor.
just expand your horizons and just go try some other stuff like this. But like again, it just I think this is definitely up there for some of the ones that we have, like I said, had as of late.
Yeah.
But yeah, the athletic stuff is still probably the closest because of the hazy factor. Oof, I had to reread pass in that name. Wait, what?
Trail.
Oh. Nevada Trail Pass. Oh. Trail ass. Could be. Mills, it's good to see you.
Oh, wow.
You never know. Get that trail ass right there. Hop Splash and Trail Pass orders. Oh, there's Hop Splash? What's that? Is that also non-alcoholic? What's Hop Splash?
I think it's their hop water, I believe. I believe.
Have we had that before?
I don't think we have. We've had Lagunitas and IPA or IPNA or whatever, but yeah, sparkling hop water.
Trail Pass. Oh, they have a Trail Pass hazy?
Oh,
because that's obviously not what we're having right now.
No. Hop
Splash sparkling hop water. Grapefruit and blood orange sparkling hop water. They have a Trail Pass golden.
Okay, so Trail Pass is like their
non-alcoholic branding.
Okay,
yeah, and then it's
So isn't that, okay.
Yeah, that is a Trail Pass Brewveza.
That's probably like a lighter, guessing like Mexican style.
Probably. Blonde.
Yeah,
okay.
Blonde. Okay.
Brewveza.
Brewveza.
Brewveza. A Chocoveza. That was the only thing I thought of at first. I was like, ooh, a stout?
Choco Brewveza.
That was the one thing we really didn't like when we had that from Athletic, right? We had one of their stouts and we were kind of like,
yeah, we had a couple sampler ones here. Yeah, and at that time, and this is several years ago, I think, because I don't think we really liked any of their stuff, but now I definitely like the Run Wild.
Not initially, yeah.
The Fest beer I like it's a seasonal, kind of Oktoberfesty thing, and then the wit beer is once again good for what they are, just to like mix it in a little bit. So
Youngblood, how's it going? Good to see you. Hopslam, Michigan mentioned moment. It is. We will be having that. It is the tropical version of the Hopslam.
Yes.
We've had the Hopslam multiple times. You can go in the archives on YouTube and check out all of those videos. Some of them just give it a shot, and some of them part of larger things. But yeah, we have tried that one multiple times. I think that was one of the ones we had when we first came back to kind of streaming again and doing after we'd taken our break.
Right, yeah.
I think that was the one we picked because we said, well, let's try these again. And everyone always really likes the hops, and it's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those like most overrated IPA, double IPA specifically, in my opinion.
Well, especially
which I'm sure people say that about like Pliny and stuff that we love, but I think Pliny is way better. Like I think, but you can also say that that's overrated to some extent, but I think that one's awesome.
I think I first learned Hopslam like back when McGee Road Liquors was around, and the son, Justin, I think, was telling me about it. And I think it's so funny though, to put things in somewhat of perspective, because I think that's like probably the early, like maybe 2011, 2012, something like that.
Okay.
So 14-ish years ago, and it was like at that time a 6-pack was like gonna be like $18 for a 6-pack, and we were like, oh my god,
I know.
So $3 a can.
Yeah.
Ooh. But it was only 12-ounce cans. So anyway.
Don't like IPAs. I did in college. They give me a headache. Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have like hop issues can kind of do that to you. Oberon Eclipse is my go-to right now. I did sober 2025, never doing that again. Like I made it through. Now I can have all the things I want. I get that. We've had the Oberon on a podcast at some point, or at least I know I
don't know if it was Eclipse. If
that's something maybe
different,
not.
But we have, because we made the joke to help me Oberon.
Oh, that's right.
The Oberon, and there's and Bell's has one of those Berliner Weisses too. Was Bell's bought by? I don't think they're independently owned anymore.
Okay, that is a raspberry. Okay, I saw the raspberry wheat part. Okay. As I was clicking that. Okay, yeah, we have not had that one though. I mean, I would definitely try that.
I
haven't had stuff from Bell's in a while, but I always like their stuff. Their stouts, like their Kalamazoo stout.
Yeah. And the Two-Hearted Ale was always good, but then they were. I remember
it was better on draft.
It won the best. We didn't agree with that, but they've got some good stuff. There's a Berliner Weiss they have too. That was good. Yep.
It's the winter version. They were bought out. Yes. Yeah. I went to college where Bell's is located. Good old Kalamazoo. Yes, there is a Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yeah, from Walla Walla, Washington, in Kalamazoo.
I like the word Kalamazoo.
It's a good.
It's one of those. Yeah.
You know, Kalamazoo is a really neat word. Kalamazoo backwards is Kalamazoo. That joke doesn't work for that.
Wow, upside down. Oh.
So they were bought. Okay, I did not. That does sound familiar.
That's
though.
a little few years back.
Who was that? Who bought Bell's Brewery? Bell's Brewery is owned by Lion Little World Beverages, a subsidiary of the Japanese beverage giant Kirin Holdings. Acquisition was finalized late 2021 following the retirement of founder Larry Bell. Lion also owns New Belgium Brewing, and Bell's now operates within the same portfolio. Parent company Lion New Belgium are the two main, it looks like big ones there.
Uzamalak.
Owned by a large international corporation, Bell's continues to produce beer in Michigan.
Uzamalak.
Bell's Brewery to be sold as founder retires. Interesting. Interessante. I mean, it's always a thing. Like, I don't like seeing that happen. Obviously, you understand when it does, when things like that, transfer, you don't like it. But as long as, from a consumer standpoint, as long as the quality remains the same, as long as there's still fun innovation things happening, like I said, I've become more okay with that because it's just the way of the world. But I also, because there are just so many amazing microbreweries that it's like, if any of those bigger ones happen to be like, oh, that's not good anymore, or that's kind of boring, or it's so easy to switch. Because there's so many great microbreweries, especially I don't know how it is like everywhere else, but at least here in Southern Arizona, we are very spoiled by, like I said, having having multiple tap and bottles, having places like Hop Shop and, like I said, other places around that just have such great selections of stuff that you can find from everywhere. So still produce it the same way. Yeah. So then, I said, I'm fine with it. I mean, it's the same thing like when Dogfish, merged with Sam Adams, and, you've got stuff like Stone being, so that was the weirdest thing when we went to Stone when we were in San Diego earlier this year. We were in California and Oceanside, and going to that place, and like you go in there and it's all the Stone merch and all the cool Stone stuff, and all their different, some experimental beers still. They're doing some seltzer stuff. And then you see in the case, you see Pax of Sapporo, because that's who they got bought out by. So it's like they're brewing that now that they're, which is weird. Grand Rapids, Michigan is Beer City, USA. Oh my gosh, that's a good title if you can get it. That's not bad.
It's on the sign. Welcome to Grand Rapids.
Welcome to Grand Rapids, Beer City, USA. I need a picture of that. That'd be amazing. All right. Well, since we were talking about the Hopslam, should we just get into it?
I think we should.
All right. Here it is, right here. Look how refreshing that looks.
Tropical Hopslam.
I bet this is going to be amazing.
It'll be delicious.
It could be. I might like this better than the other one. Yeah, I'm honestly fine. Yeah. Food and beverage, pretty cutthroat. So if the owners can get their bag when they can, I guess more power to. I mean, and that's kind of the thing. Like as you get, especially those owners that owned those microbreweries that we're talking about, that became very large because they hit it big. Their marketing was good. Their product was great. And as those things expanded, and then like I said, when you're starting to get into your 50s and 60s and stuff like that, and you have that company, like at some point you're like, I could cash out and just why I get it. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd like to see it handled differently. You'd like to see it like, oh, I'm going to turn this over to somebody at like another family. Right. Like obviously that's like the coolest way to do it, but you totally understand. Like if I had hit something like that big or whatever, I'd be like,
we're still waiting for somebody to buy AboutBeverages.
I know we're still waiting. Yeah, the price gets lower by the day. Yeah, we'll work for them.
That's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if it was founded in '85. Well, then by the time they sold, he'd been doing it for 36-ish years. So especially if you're going to, like you said, retire, and if you don't have any family or friends that want to take it over, then, that's at least it gets to keep going. People get to stay employed, and you
that's
hope for the
innovation.
So, I remember like, what was it? Elysian, when they were bought out, though. I don't think that the main guy wanted to sell, but I don't know if he was part of there were other owners of that, and so I know that, but they were bought out by AB InBev. But that was a while back now, too.
I think the wildest one that seems like it went downhill, just 'cause I don't see it very often anymore, although I don't look at like the more mass market craft beer quite as much anymore, is the Ballast Point. Like that sales of Ballast Point, that one is just nuts. How that one it sold for like one of the biggest amounts. I mean, it was like $1 billion, like it was something crazy, like the amount that it sold for. And obviously they had a huge market share and restaurant, like, so there was a lot involved, and it wasn't just like, oh, this brewery right here. But I have never seen one like get bought that quick. And then just like almost, to me, it feels like it disappeared off the map. I don't see, walking in stores, I don't see it very. I'm sure it's there. Like I said, I'm sure like the Sculpin and stuff like that.
I saw
is
the
still around.
grapefruit Sculpin at Time Market,
but yeah,
that was it.
Some of the super fun stuff just doesn't appear to be there anymore. Which again is just wild. Like I said, and I liked some Ballast Point stuff. I wasn't in love with it, but I liked some of it.
The tongue buckler.
Yeah, I mean, well, I love the pumpkin down. That was one of our favorite pumpkin beers ever because that was a Scotch ale pumpkin beer. So
yeah.
Honestly, too, selling to family can get messy in a hurry. Better to just take the giant check from a stranger. I mean, you're not wrong, 100%. Again, my description of what's going on would be like, this is the utopia.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you could just be like, oh, here you go, and it's like, oh, great, know, and you have some sort of stock thing or whatever, But yeah, Mills. 100%.
Son, do you want my brewery? Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, Dad. Exactly. It's here
you go.
Conjunction junction.
Keep it going. I was doing from Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, and then he punches him.
Yes, Dad. So I don't know if we talked about it, but I know we have tried this before, and it hasn't been not this specific one, the Bells, years ago.
Oh
we
did
talk about it already. So
we did a little bit though, but like I said, we tried it, we kind of didn't get it. You won, Charlie. Like I said, we kind of didn't get it. It was okay, but it was definitely earlier on in our IPA journey, if you want to say that.
So let's revisit.
So we finally we came back to it. Like I said, this is what, probably 5-6 years. Like I don't know, whenever this.
Well, if 2018, that'd be 8 years ago now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, because we were saying 8 years. It's going to be in April that I started back with getting the affiliate and the streaming and stuff. But yeah, like I said, so. We came back to it. It was kind of like the same. I feel it was the same thing. I guess I could have queued up the video, but like I said, I didn't really think about it. But yeah, it was very much like, okay, like it's fine. Like it just wasn't like, there are certain beers like I still get excited if I find a Dogfish 120, like talking about something that has been enjoyed, throughout our entire like channel and stuff like that here. I still, if I find one of those, even though it's, talking about beers, $9 or $10 for one.
Yeah.
But it's like 15 or 16. But
if you get a sip on that one for a while.
I like it in all of its forms, but definitely the fresh, like if you get a fresh one of those, oh my God, it's just, it's just so tasty. So like, that's when I get excited, but it used to be the hops. It's like, the beginning of the year, you got to look for the Hopslam. Oh, we got to find it. I mean, hey, I found one. Oh my God. We're like, okay, it's fine. Like, and I don't know what we were expecting way back in the day. And then like I said, again, even having it, then I think we were kind of hoping like, well, it's going to be better. It's going to be different.
I feel we even had it probably one other time, maybe not even on stream. Just trying it. Oh, let's try it again.
Okay.
I think there was another time in there somewhere, but now this did say this had an enjoy by, I think, of sometime in March. It's very hard to read the bottom of that can. And I even read it in the sunlight with my glasses on. And I was like, I think that says like Best Buy. And I think that's a 3.
Yeah.
I think there's a 3 there.
Yeah, I think March.
So, we're coming up on March. We're not quite there yet.
So it should be in the window, because usually if this is kind of similar to the other one, it's usually January to February is kind of when this is released. So probably like early January, maybe this started hitting shelves. Candied orange.
I was going to say, I'm not getting a lot in there, though.
Oh, okay. I'm getting like a nice candied fruit kind of smell, like said, because there's like a sweetness in there, like
that extra like
like not quite vanilla, but just kind of like cane sugar kind of sweet, like a little bit of that, like lighter sugar, and then it goes into like again like an orange or maybe a peach, something like that. But it's like a candied fruit kind of thing. I like that aroma. That's nice. Yeah, that's good. I like that aroma.
Does this say
limited time offering? Hopslam goes on vacation with a new experimental hop. Oh, so they're not even doing. So this is the only Hopslam this year.
Oh, okay.
It's the way I'm reading that, right? Hopslam goes on vacation
with a new. Oh yeah.
Hop bill. Our brewers picked a unique blend of hops to lend notes of pineapple, mango, and passion fruit. And this fun twist on our iconic double IPA, available for a limited time only. Still the original. Oh, still miss the original Hopslam. Never fear, OG Hopslam will be back in January.
Okay.
So I wonder when this actually came out. Maybe this came out earlier in Hopslam. I don't know. Doesn't really say. Have you ever heard the theory about that if you watch The Breakfast Club, that it's like there's like this like theory that was not like a group, that there was actually only like one. I forget who it is. I think it's, I don't know if it's Molly Ringwald's character or one of them. They say like it's because she's like almost like a schizophrenic. Like everybody's actually in her head. Like if you watch the movie with Ali Sheedy, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay, like she's picturing. Oh,
yeah, like all of it. Like
so M. Night Shyamalan made the movie,
something like that. Yeah, I've seen like stuff like that, like watching that movie and then looking at it that way. With that, like I said, again, I haven't watched that movie in so long to see if like she obviously like cheats and makes out with Emilio Estevez at some point, right? Doesn't she? I feel like
at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the end. Molly Ringwald makes her up.
Yeah. Or maybe it's maybe it's someone else. You'd have to go through and see if there's some actor that like never actually touches someone. Like, you could go that route. Like if you really wanted to make it like accurate.
Well, she's the one who's always off to the side.
Yeah, but then she does
at the end. Yeah. Oh, I guess it could. Well,
what about what's his name's character? The dirty guy?
Bender?
Yeah, no.
The dirty guy.
Nerdy guy.
Oh, this is the dirty guy.
The dirty guy.
Anthony Michael Hall?
Yeah.
Brian?
Does he ever act? Because he writes the thing for everybody.
He does write that, yeah. Oh. Huh. I don't know. If he does.
Anyway, there's something like, so it'd be interesting.
Okay. All right. And then you play Dark Side of the Moon?
Yeah, exactly. You start that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as soon as the car door opens. Thoughts?
It's a little restrained, but it's funny. It's so different now. The lens as to which I'm viewing this is
one of disdain.
No, it's
abject bitterness.
I just think, you have to go back to 15 years ago me or 15 years ago us, and not that we were adverse to spending money, but back then this, a certain amount, this was, wow, that's
Can I ask what this was?
Amazing.
Is it 4?
This was, I think 4, because I think that was 2 and I spent like $650 total or something like that. So,
and $300 in change for your
meter. So just so I could keep that green light going.
Yeah. You're in the middle of checking out, like, oh no.
I think it has lost a little bit of its shine.
Now that I've read it, I am getting a little bit of the pineapple aroma once I've kind of swirled it around. That like fruit note definitely is a little more. I'm not really getting passion fruit.
No,
but pineapple I definitely am getting.
Pineapple and I get a little orange in there too.
Okay,
that's what I would say.
Yeah, I'm still getting some other citrus.
It's good.
I think the aroma is better than, I think the taste is not bad. The taste is, like you said, I think a little underwhelming, a little bit restrained.
Yeah.
Whereas the aroma is like, oh, that's pretty, like it's, again, we're spoiled by a lot of the hazier stuff now that literally just kind of, especially if it's fresh, it smacks you in the face. Like if it's a Drecker, IPA or something like that, like something like this doesn't even stand up to it anymore.
They had the Drecker there.
Oh, did they? Anything good?
Ectogasm, I think.
Oh,
okay.
IPA. Yeah, those are always good.
Yeah, I did. Like I said, I was under a little bit of a time crunch, but those are
the Sunday sours
delicious.
Or whatever. Yeah. Those are always delicious. My God, if I ever see that carrot cake one,
I will definitely buy one of those.
Again, things that we don't like. I've been talking about how I don't buy beer as much anymore, but if I saw that 4-pack, please.
Yeah,
that was so ridiculously good.
Yeah, no,
we'd have to have that on a podcast again.
It's crazy how much beer, I used to have in the fridge at any given time. Just you're stocking up, you see this, and now it's like, my fridge is like hardly any in there in comparison anymore.
I was gonna say in comparison, you still have a pretty good stock just because you don't drink things very fast.
I mean, it's probably more. I probably non-alcoholic beer in there at the moment.
Okay,
or it's about the same, or I don't know. Does Sierra Nevada Celebration from 2024 count? No, I'm just kidding. I still have some of those, but I use it in my chili. So it's funny. The same guy who talked to me about this, he's the one who was the brewer at Pueblo Vita for 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying he had a Sierra Nevada Bigfoot.
Oh, the Bigfoot barley wine.
And I told him about that. And then he's like, that's really good. He's like, it doesn't really even taste like a barley wine. I said, that's the funny thing. My brother and I, because I don't really like barley wine, but I like that one because it's
one of the few barley wines you ever liked was because of that.
I should revisit that one too. It might be fun to have kind of like we're doing now, a little revisitation.
I keep forgetting I have a barley wine that I brought back from Stone. Haven't had yet.
We could start with the Bigfoot as the primer.
Yeah.
And then just
Can you
jump
still
into
find that one?
I don't know. He'd gotten it recently. So
okay.
I'd have to take a look. Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if that is seasonal.
I do have that barrel-aged narwhal in my house still, too.
Oh, that's always good, too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you still have, like, the stuff from Tombstone. Like, you've got that Boot Hill Black.
No, we drank that.
Oh, did we finally drink that?
Yeah,
okay.
We drank that at Christmas Eve, I think.
Oh, okay.
Special times that you just totally forgot, but that's okay.
Wow.
That's all right.
That's all right. I bought over a brewery beer that we still haven't had that when we were like for multiple get-togethers over at Joe's.
Okay.
So
that's true.
And wasn't it? It's got to be seasonal.
I would think so.
Oktoberfest, Summerfest, Hopslam,
Narwhal.
Narwhal.
There's Bigfoot.
I thought Narwhal was year-round now. I swear I see those barrel-aged cans all the time. I don't think it said limited release anymore. The beast, the beer, the legend. After the workday grind, to reconnect with your wild side throughout our untamed barley wine style ale. Carrie, how's it going? Good to see you. As always, cheers. I need my folks to clean out their fridge. There was a Bud Light from 2017 in there the other day. Did you open it up and try it? Was it a Vortex bottle?
Ooh. Yes.
We did Vortex. A review of the Bud Light Vortex bottle.
Was it Bud Light or?
I thought it was Bud. Was it?
That was
Miller?
Coors or Miller or what? I didn't think it was Bud. Vortex bottle.
Miller Lite?
Miller.
Oh, okay.
The Miller Vortex.
Because we joked about like it was like basically how to get this liquid down your gullet as quickly as possible. But anyway, you can go all the way back in there.
Spud Light.
Was it a Spud Light? It could be. Sam, how's it going? Good to see you. Nice emblem. I like that. It's good. Yeah, you definitely need to clean out the fridge if AKA vodka.
For their own good.
Yeah, for their own good, you should do that for them.
You love your folks at all. Clear it out for them.
Just don't let them see you pouring it down the drain in any way, shape, or form.
No tears.
But yeah, good to see everybody here. But yeah, no, I think this one's better. I think I'd rather have this than a normal Hopslam because I think there's a little bit more fruit in it. I like the pineapple.
Well, since it's not coming. Oh, were we thinking it's next year that'll be?
That was why I was.
That was weird.
That was why because it didn't have a date of when this actually released, so I couldn't tell if they were saying like in 2 months that's coming, 2 or 3 months that's coming out, or
Vortex
are they owned by somebody?
Do you know that? No, I think they're still.
Are they still?
Yeah. I think the thing even says employee owned and fought over or something like that.
Owned by the founder, Ken Grossman. Founded in 1980 in Chico, California.
Family. I think it says like family owned and operated
independent brewery.
And fought over or something like that. If you look at, I don't know if it may even. No.
Well, originally co-founded with Paul Camusi. Grossman bought out his partner in 1998, is now the sole owner.
Okay.
He owns his soul. That's an interesting buyout.
He's the sole owner.
It's the soul, SOUL. It's a very specific contract.
There's a shirt right there, the soul owner.
The soul owner. That's not bad.
I am the soul
40
owner.
Years. 1980. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. 46 now.
46, yeah. Yep.
46 years.
Grossman's children. See, that's the thing.
And then 9%, like this doesn't even taste like 9%.
No.
So that at least definitely, if you're going for something that's as easy drinking as possible and has those flavors.
The children are involved in the business.
To say they are? Children are,
they're involved.
They're used as cheap labor. We use the under 16 to do all the malting process, and then they have to stir the drums and clean out the tubs and the basins.
We plundered the villages.
Yeah. Pruned the hedges.
We pruned the hedges
of many small villages.
Of many small hop vines. Yeah. The amigos are falling from the sky. You guys have Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Paradise?
No. I've seen it by the dashboard lights.
Okay. And then there's the Sade song too.
Oh,
like Paradise. I've had a couple of my coworkers have watched it, and I started watching, and I've heard just listened to Sterling K. Brown on Dak Shepard's podcast, and I listened to James Marsden last year on his podcast, and I like both. I don't really know a lot about Sterling K. Brown, but he was great.
Sterling K. Brown. That name is very familiar. I feel as soon as I see
This Is Us.
Oh, he is great.
He's him.
I have not watched This Is Us, but he is fantastic. He's hilarious to listen to in interviews.
Yes.
And then he was he's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Which one was he in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
If you watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh yeah, I've seen them all.
It's the one where he's like a dentist and he winds up being the murderer, but he's super smart.
Oh
And so
yeah,
he
that's
ends-
him.
Yeah, it is so
Oh my
good.
God, I
that's
gotta
one of
watch
my
that again.
favorite. That's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
that's so good because they keep trying to
That
like
was
good
great.
cop, bad cop, and all that. And then finally they get him. He's like, no, because he like finally
Yes.
just has to show how smart he was with the whole thing
Yes.
about using the molds. to
Oh,
do all this
that's
stuff.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen him in that, and he's in another show right now that I think is
He's
I
in
think
the
it's-
O.J. Simpson thing that was on a few years
that's
back.
yeah.
But yeah, so he's in Paradise, and I've almost through the first episode, but I started watching that, but that was just, didn't know if you'd
Almost
I've
because you
heard-
were so bored, or just never.
No, just the time because I every time
I have 15 minutes to watch 30 minutes. Two speed.
Well, every time I would
Times two.
Pocket and I would be, well, what should we watch? Oh, we can watch. And I said, well, I've heard about this Paradise. She's like, what's it about? I'm like, I don't know.
Let's just put it
a
on.
mystery.
See what
Yeah, and
happens.
she's like, well, and then so we finally had this discussion, and she's like, well, watch it, and if you think I might like it, then because that happened with Resident Alien. I got about 15 minutes in, and I was like, okay, she's gonna love this. So we'll watch this together. And this one, sometimes with the stress of her job, I don't always know. Like I've watched a few episodes of The Pit, and I really like that.
Oh,
but that's very tense.
oh yeah.
And so it's like for someone who has a job like that,
Yeah.
I don't know if she wants to. She's like, oh no, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this one's going to be like, but it's very interesting
Okay.
so far.
Sole owner, like he owns a flounder or two. Sam, that's solid.
So, oh yeah,
That is a solid joke right there. The most popular children in high school. Grossman is just like, kids, take a 6-pack with you, give it to the
There you
teacher.
go.
She doesn't need an apple. Got $35 from the focus group the other day. Oh, can you talk about any of that? Mills was part of a focus group for Netflix. They had him. Yeah, he's been doing that. Like, so this
All
is
right.
what he's said. So this is not
Very
against
cool.
any NDA. So they had him watch, I think, a show that is it on Netflix yet or is going to be. Watch something, watch a couple episodes, and then he had to do like kind of like a Zoom meeting kind of thing where he answered questions and whatever. So yeah, so literally like a little online focus group. So it sounded really cool. I don't know how much you can say about it. As much more as you can say, or if you're like, nope, you covered it. You covered what I could say. That is super cool though. $35 for a little bit of time and watching some TV. I'll take that. Sterling K. Brown was excellent in This Is Us.
I think he
that
won
was
an
what
Emmy for that.
Yeah, that's what I had always heard. But no, I've seen him interviewed before, and he seems pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh,
And
he
then-
was great on the. And just, he refers to himself as Brown. He's like, because Brown's not going to do that. And I was
Oh
like, why
my
is he calling
God.
himself Brown? I'm like, oh yeah, because he's Sterling K. Brown. And then like he and Kristen Bell went to like the same acting school or college or about the same time, and he keeps calling her Belle. Oh yeah, because you and Belle, you guys, you Belle. No, she's great. She's tight. You know, and it's just the way he's talking. It's just and just he's very smart and just very. He talked about his childhood and his dad died when he was 10, and just there's a lot of. But yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and watch this, but. So I'm having to, fit it in when there's, I have the time for it. So
you're going to try and finish watching an episode, then make a decision if it's right for
yes,
the two
I'm
of you.
having a feeling it's probably
Is
going to
this
be
a
little
Keith
too
or is this a K
I
squared?
think she'd probably like it under like more optimal circumstances from what I can see so far. But
Do you
I like
make little
James
notes
Marsden.
on your
He's pretty
phone
cool.
of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's 20 minutes in.
Well, there's
little
there's
tense.
that app that a lot of people use. I think HJ uses it. I think some other friends of the show use that, where it's like you can literally go in and you can have all the shows and like you can start marking things as mine. This is her kind of show, my kind of show.
Oh.
This is our together
Oh,
show. Like,
okay.
so then when it's like, oh, what should we watch? Like you literally can pull up a list like, oh, well, this one could be for us. I'd seen or what. It's like, yeah, you can actually go in and kind of make
It's like
lists out.
third-party apps or actually in the app?
It is
Like
a
in-
third-party app.
Okay.
It is a
All
third-party app. I forget what it's called.
Okay.
Anybody in chat happen to use something like that? It's literally called like TV shows or TV series or whatever. So you can go in there and then it also shows you like where you're at on the episode. All that kind of stuff kind of keeps track of things and where you can watch.
We're Scrubs. The new season started last night.
Oh, how was that?
And we didn't watch it because it was it just started and then we got distracted. And then by the time we went back to it, it already skipped ahead like 5 or 10 minutes. So we can watch it on Hulu tonight.
Oh, okay.
We've been watching that. We've been watching, I think The Best Medicine. We've been watching that. It's just light.
That's the
Good
John
show.
Bon Jovi story.
That's yes. It's your love. Well, it's
It's
funny
like
because
best
it's Josh
medicine.
Charles from Sports Night
Oh,
and
okay.
other things. And when we saw him.
Oh, wait. Isn't that when he's like a small town doctor
Yeah.
or something? Okay. I've
Yeah.
seen the trailers for that.
Yeah.
I think when I was watching probably
It's-
the playoffs or something.
It's cute.
It's kind of what I figured it would be.
That's what it is. And it's worth.
That's too stressful for me. I don't need
I
cute.
know.
Cute,
It's too
stresses
much.
me out.
But when we went to see the Duran Duran concert, when we got back afterward, we put on, I think we had like the Tonight Show on, and he was on there. And the Tonight Show band, every time they were like, "Your love is like best man."
That's awesome.
It's just so funny. Anyway, but yeah, it's good. It's a good show.
Not a bunch, but it was a well-run meeting where everyone got to say, "Oh, that's super cool." Yeah, that is really neat, Mills. I'm like, now, are you going to get to do more of those in the future? Like, is it like I know this is going to sound super weird. Like, is it like a NDA contract kind of thing, or like, every year they may re-up for this? Like, I had something like I said again, I still don't know if I can talk. Like I said, I had something like that for a while where it was like I was testing. Like,
I remember
things. So,
yeah.
Like I said, some of that stuff, like, it's like I had gotten re-up for that, like, I think it was twice total or whatever, something like that. And then I didn't hear again. So I was like, okay, well, either they just wanted new people or my information was too good.
Too good.
It was too good. It was too interesting. His interviews are great. Yeah, like I said, I've seen him interviewed a few times and they're always very good.
And then we've got, we also started watching something on Apple called the last thing he told me, or the last thing he said to me, or something. It's Jennifer Garner.
Oh, sounds depressing.
No, it's actually there's a mystery to that too.
Oh, okay.
It's actually
Rosebud.
It's actually been
son of a gun.
There are only 7 episops of the first season, and now the second season is out.
Oh, okay.
And we watched the first episode. It's actually, you're kind of like, okay, is he bad? Is she? What's going on?
So it didn't end. The mystery did not finish in the first season.
Not completely, no.
Okay.
Actually, not at all. Well, it's sort of part of it was.
Well, which is it?
There's more to be revealed.
Okay,
yeah,
that's right. There always is more.
Life is a highway. Life is a mystery. Yeah, that's right.
This is like my third one, so I'll keep watching while they keep sending it to me. Nice. That is super. Yeah, that is super, super cool. Stuff like that is kind of fun. Speaking of concerts, one of my dream things has come to fruition. I don't know if you saw about this week. It was announced. Metallica's doing a stint at the Sphere.
Oh, okay.
In October. You want to go with me? I can't get anyone to go with me. I've been turned down by everybody. Do you want to go see 2 Metallica concerts?
Litha doesn't want to go?
She's like, oh, I don't know if because we're going to see 9 Inch Nails next Friday.
Okay.
So which we're very excited about. She's like, I was like, are you not? Because she was like, she said, I'm done with concerts. I was like, we're going to see 9 Inch Nails in a week. Are you not? And she's like, no, Metallica. She's like, because she's seen them like 4 or 5 times with me. And so she's kind of, I was like, God, it's like, I want to see them like one more time. And so like, just one of those kind of things. So she's kind of like, yeah. So I've been trying to wear her down a little bit because it's a Thursday and a Saturday. Okay, because they're no repeat weekend, so they don't repeat a single song. So it could be like up to 40 songs. Like, oh my God, like I've got to go.
You should go with Lavardi.
Where do you go? I just meet him because it's in Vegas. Like just meet him in Vegas.
Yeah,
I may have to.
He lives in Vegas.
If I can't find anybody, I may have to drive there.
I always love a reason to go to Vegas.
But yeah, so it's like, it's October like 1st and 3rd. It's every weekend in October.
Okay.
So like I said, I think the packages. So if you want tickets, because they go on, I think if you do the kind of full like hotel and ticket package things, I think those go on sale tomorrow or can. And it's at the Sphere, which I also like. I've been wanting to go there to see something there.
Cool, yeah.
And then I think later next week, like if you were just going to do like tickets to the shows or whatever, I think those go on. So they're kind of doing that. So I was actually pleasantly surprised at the price. So this is 2 tickets. So it's a ticket. So it's a ticket to a Thursday show, a ticket to the Saturday show.
Okay.
3 nights at the Venetian.
Oh, the Venetian's nice.
So you'd go. So it'd be like Thursday. Obviously you'd be Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
How do they get
Sunday.
you? How do they get you to the show?
That it didn't say. I don't know.
You have to do that on your own.
Probably.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like that was just what I saw.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday night at the Venetian.
Yeah.
And,
so
and 2 concert tickets.
3 nights at a hotel, a concert ticket for each of the shows.
Okay.
Well,
a concert ticket.
Well, I mean, because it'd be for the Thursday. So you have a ticket for the Thursday show.
Do they give you different levels of tickets?
So this one is for, I don't know if have you seen the layout of the Sphere?
No.
So this is for a 300 or 400 level ticket in the Sphere.
Okay. Which
the person that put up this, like I'd seen the ads for it, and then someone put up a post saying, "Here's someone that's been to the Sphere. Here's my opinions. Here's all the breakdown of the price." So they put up a bunch of the pricing, and then they were like, if you want the best view of this, like if you want to, because that's kind of what you're there for, in my opinion. Like if you want the best view of the screen and everything that's going on there, and then if you want the best view of the screen, they said the band is going to be a little small, because you're kind of back a little bit. They said to be in the 300 or 400. They said the 300 is very good.
Okay.
Like to be in that area. The closer you get, then it's like now you're closer to the band, but now it's a little harder to see. Like if you want to, because some people, because they have what they call the snake pit, where you're like right on the floor, so then you're right there, but then try and look at the screen,
Okay.
And to me, it's like I've seen them. Not that I don't want to see them, but I think the thing for me would be about, and like not that they're going to show them, like they would show them on video boards and stuff too. But anyway, so that kind of like 300 level ticket, like I said, which is like he said, they said so.
I've got my number.
Okay, what is it?
That I would be. This is just what I'm just guessing.
Okay. So this is
for one person.
One person, Thursday ticket, Saturday ticket, 3 nights in a hotel.
But with the other person, what about somebody goes with you to stay in the hotel?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you put in 2, if then it still charges you like all that kind of that
$1,600.
How much?
$1,600.
$1,100.
Oh, okay.
Pleasantly surprised.
Venetian
because I figured, so for me, like I was like, when I had looked, when they were doing these 2, because they've done these the no repeat weekends before, they've usually been $300 to $400.
I was guessing $200
just for those, like for decent. Like I think maybe you could get as low as $250, but like that, and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be double that. So I was like, so the ticket's $500, and then I was like, well, the room $600. Like that's not terrible.
No, Venetian rooms are even like their cheapest. Usually, when we look at that, they're like in the $400 range.
Yeah, it was 1,077. Basically, it was like some weird number for like I said, it was 3 nights at the Venetian, and then.
But then I wonder if that's single occupancy. So I wonder then.
It's probably if you put in 2 packages, it'd probably be 2,000. Like a bit. Like I don't think you would.
Huh.
So
I wonder if because if Pocket does like live music, and she does really love Enter Sandman.
Well, then
I don't know if she'll go for just that song.
I don't know if she'd want two nights of that, 2.5 hours, like 5 hours of that to hear that one song. Well, then I didn't know. They said, and this person that wrote this post was talking about like, here's the best thing for the screen. If you can sit obviously more toward the center, that's better. All these kinds of things. But they also said, I guess there's actually like, it's bass in the chair.
Oh, okay.
Like, because they were saying the best sound is actually sitting down.
Okay.
Because you're getting like some of like, there must be, I don't know how
the
this
best sound
sounds.
is the best feeling.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
The brown noise.
Too bad the NFC North doesn't play the AFC West this year. I know, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they were in last year. They were the Bears were in Vegas. So
But yeah, so I'm still trying to find
So and Jay? No?
HJ was like initially like a maybe, and it was like he's like, oh, maybe a Saturday. I was like, I would want to go see Bo. I don't know what and so then when the prices came out today, I messaged him this morning. I was like, well, here's the price. I'm like, this is better than I thought, and he was like, yeah, that's not too bad. And I kind of I was like, maybe I'm
because even if he doesn't want to go to one of the shows,
maybe I'm on an island here. Well, I mean, because you have Friday to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because I figured you'd drive out Thursday, like leave early Thursday morning to make sure you get there in plenty of time. Check into your hotel, go see the concert that night. Friday, you have all day Friday to do whatever.
Yep.
You have a decent amount of Saturday to do whatever if you want to do something.
Yeah.
And then, concert Saturday and come home Sunday. I'm like, that's a nice little weekend. So, but yeah, it's every weekend it's like 5, however many weekends are in October. It's like 4 or 5 weekends in October. Because you can even go, they have one that the concert's on Halloween or whatever too, which I'm sure they might do something extra for that. But anyway. All right, should we switch gears here and grab a different beverage? Take a break.
Switch gears away from beers.
Away from beers. There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
I believe it's the something from New Holland.
It is.
It's a bonded.
It is
so
bonded.
That's 50%, right?
Yep. So this is 100 proof. This is the bottled and bond. This is the origin. So this is similar to the one that we fell in love with several years ago.
Those many years
ago. This is the origin bonded, adhering to the Bottled and Bond Act of 1897. This limited release bottling was distilled in 1 season, aged in our government bonded warehouse, and enters the realm at 100 proof, as they say.
The realm has been entered.
So like I said, we originally fell in love with this one. I think the normal one that you can get if it's just the Dragon's Milk Origin, which is from New Holland Distillery, is 93 proof, I believe.
Okay.
And that one we had gotten from Cope. Had actually sent us a bottle way back in the day.
That. Yes.
And that one we fell in love with for many. That was kind of one of the original ones where it was that. This one's like I said, it's the bourbon thing, but it kind of had that, like I said, what they did with their malted barley that had some of those chocolate notes in there and some of those other things that kind of make me almost think of the single malts, even though this is not one of those. So this is the bonded version. So a little bit more proof, and haven't had it in a while. So we'll be first crack. Have not opened it.
Okay.
Fresh opening.
Wait, you have had this or you
have not?
Have not. Okay.
Have not touched it. It'll be a fresh crack, as they say. But we will be,
fresh crack.
Right after the shower. Fresh crack. Be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Frosty, it is good to see you. Pour me a drink, too. You got it.
We need to get a third glass. I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah, Keith will get a third glass. We will pour you a delicious, hopefully delicious beverage. We enjoyed their last Dragon's Milk Origin bourbon whiskey. Was that one also called bourbon?
We realized 2 out of 3 tonight are from Michigan.
Not bad.
Little Michigan Midwest theme.
There we go. Exactly. But this is the bonded version. This one is a limited release somewhat. You can't actually buy it right now. I was on their website today. You could order it right now.
Okay.
Do you want to know the price?
I think
Did you already see it? Probably.
I've seen it.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
You'll table that?
Table it. Wait, I keep looking. Stop looking.
I don't think
I can't see it.
You can't see it.
Okay, there's other stuff there.
Okay. Yeah, you can't see. Oh, maybe.
All right. No.
Excuse me.
I think I did see it before we left, though.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not 100% sure. If it was $175, then yes, I saw it.
No, it was not.
Okay, I didn't see it then.
Michigan, well, then I expect it to be bad. So, exactly. How dare you? No, we've had the original, and it was delicious. Still one of my favorite things, and definitely got me on the road to, even though it was not a single malt, it definitely has certain types of those characteristics. And I've heard people talk about things from here having that kind of flavor just because of their malting process, etc. So it used to be bottled in bond. So now this just says bonded. It's a new way to say the same thing?
It says it there. It says bottled in bond.
There we go. Okay.
They just did it shorter.
Bonded.
Yeah. James bonded. And this was something that came up in the late 1800s to sort of
1897
ensure consistency and to like ensure you're getting this because this particular beverage has gone through this process to be bonded, and here's what it has to be.
Correct. Bottled and Bond Act of 1897. Bottling was distilled in one season.
One season?
Aged in our government bonded warehouse. So a government agency actually came in and certified the warehouse. So you had to have that as well. So it was probably a little bit of that. And then it had to be 100 proof. Has to be aged at least 4 years as well. Okay. So that is also part of it. I brought up a second website because it mentioned on here. Not one of these mentioned. I'm trying not to read the tasting notes. It said, oh, here it is. Small batch bourbon whiskey aged in charred American oak white barrels. So white oak barrels, charred American oak. So this is the slightly higher proof version of something we have already had, but it has been a while since I've had that one because sometimes it definitely, you kind of have to keep going to their website, which you can order from. Links are all here in the chat, which I will throw back in there as well. And you can find, like I said, easily some of that information. Like I said, order from there. We've also had recently, we bought the bourbon, or what was it? The beer bourbon or whatever that was. And that one was fine. That one's one of their cheaper ones. It's like $35 or something like that. That was definitely fine. Lower proof. Had some interesting notes in it, but this is the one. And not only that, like even if you like barely like the whiskey it's in it, which I don't think that's going to happen, but even if you barely do, the bottle is super cool.
It's really cool. Yeah.
This is actually like part of the bottle. It's not like wax drippings or whatever. So it's like, obviously it's like the dragon scales or whatever on there. They're just super, super cool.
That is a great nose, but I don't know why yet. Other than I get a little smoky. Get some smokiness.
I get a little bit of smoke. I think for me, I was on like I was going to immediately say, oh, there's some fruit in there. I was like, wait, no, it's not that. I think it's actually more of like a butterscotch kind of thing, where butterscotch kind of has that high, lightness to it. Like it's that light sweetness to it, but it's kind of almost a little bit caramel, like kind of thing in there. But yeah, a little smoke. Very, very good, unique aroma from what we've been having, at least lately.
Yeah, there's definitely some sweetness, butterscotch, buttery something going on in there, and a little bit of smoky, woody goodness.
A little bit of that there too, but so great nose to start.
Yep. Smooth. Wow, that's interesting. Not, oh, that's interesting, but, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. definitely what, like I said, the butterscotch transfers through, like I said, that kind of transfers over. Still getting a little bit of smoke in there. There's something else that I can't quite put my finger on.
The body's great.
Body is actually nice surprisingly. For the 100 proof, there's a nice little viscosity to it. I would agree. What is in there? What is that? What is that?
What is that? Is it like kettle corn-ish?
Maybe. To go with that butterscotchy caramel note, like there's a kettle corn.
Yeah.
It's a little buttery. Like, I know we just said butterscotch, but it's different. There's something different. Butterscotch is different than buttery.
Right.
That still makes me reference and think of something that you would have never seen. But there used to be a podcast way back in the day that I used to watch. It was called The Totally Rad Show. And one of the guys that's on there is actually now a director. He's directed the last couple Predator like movie. Like he's actually he directed the last couple Predator movies. He did there was that horror movie that was it was one of the early found footage ones, but it was the one where there was like a giant like monster alien coming down, and it kind of, it was one of those kind of things. But then they did another one where John Goodman was in. It was like John Goodman, they're down in like a bunker.
Oh, like 10 Clover Lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
yeah.
Clover.
So he directed that.
Okay.
And but anyway, he was on this show, and some other people that are kind of in the acting but still do gaming stuff and whatever else. But they would do game reviews, but then they also had like little extra things. And one of the things they would do is that it would be like a famous movie poster or picture from a movie or something like that. And their producer would use Adobe Illustrator to like distort it, like, almost like Picasso kind of looking. And they would have to try and figure out what it is. And they called that segment, "What is that?" Oh, and they would always start out, they're like, "What is that?" And they would just kind of say it really weird. And they're like, "I don't know. Okay, do one less." And then they would do like one less of how distorted it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it would get slightly more together. Not like a jigsaw. It wasn't like messed up. It was just more distorted. Yeah. So it'd be like, I think
it'd come clearer into focus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As it undid whatever this filter was or something. But then they would do it, and every time they would need to go, like, "Yeah, I don't know. What is that?" And I just, every time I say that, I always think of that.
What is that?
Dumb little thing to remember. But Dan Trachtenberg is the director's name, if anybody's wondering out there for you playing at home. But yeah, he's done the last couple Predator movies that have been like Predator Badlands that just came out recently. There's an anime that's on Hulu, like movie that's supposed to be really good too. I actually want to watch both of those. But
for those of you scoring at home, or even if you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't put my finger on what that taste is.
I can't either, but this is delicious.
It's great.
This is really good.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
I can't either. There's something, it reveals itself for only a moment.
Yeah.
As the sip goes in, because initially I get I get the caramel, I get the butterscotch, the little bit of smoke. Like I said, the body is, I get all those things. And then there's just a little minute where Liza Minnelli comes out and starts to do jazz hands. And then it just stops right away. The curtain closes. We've seen enough of you.
I want to say it's like a grain almost, but then I'm like, no, it's not that.
They also obviously do beer. That's where the Dragon's Milk comes in. The Dragon's Milk Origin is one of their, I think it's maybe just Dragon's Milk Stout.
Yeah. Oh, there is a little fruit at the end though.
Actual fruit or part of the butterscotch?
No, at the end. There's a little pop of something fruit at the end. I don't think that's the thing we're trying to identify. I just happened to notice that at the end.
Almost like a stone fruit.
High note of,
like a little stone fruit kind of thing? Like peach again?
Like peach, a nectarine or something. There's a little something in there like that.
Have you ever heard that joke? Speaking of Moby Dick's dad. What was Moby Dick's dad's name?
I don't know.
Papa Boner. You said pop of something, and that was making me think of it. Because my brain is dumb.
A little pop of boner.
My brain is that of a 13-year-old.
There's just a little pop of boner. Wait, no. Sorry.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not it.
Popping in to say hi. Not a boner. Lucky, it is good to see you.
Hello, Lucky.
How are you doing, Lucky?
I just thought about it today again. I was like, wait a minute. We're going to maybe meet the famous Lucky.
In June.
In June.
I know we have a bunch of people, not a bunch, we have multiple, mid-June sometimes, see? Got several people that are actually looking to move into the general vicinity of our world that are in the Twitch. Yeah.
All right. What about ProneCon? Are you doing that this year? Will you be making an appearance?
I don't know. I mean, if I went to the Metallica show, though, I don't know if I could afford it. I can only afford so many trips.
I'm sure a lot of these people would love to see you there. They'll probably start a GoFundMe to get Debbie.
GoFundMe to get me there. I'm telling you, I'm lucky. I need to go. I saw the price of the tickets and with the hotel rooms.
Well, maybe Lucky.
Lucky, would you want to go? I'm trying to find someone
Lucky,
to go with me. I'm still working on it.
There you go.
I bet Lucky would go to a Metallica concert, multiple Metallica concerts.
There you go.
I think I'd just be scared to be in Vegas with Lucky for that many days.
Oh my goodness. How fun. You guys can stop at the sports books. There you go.
God, yeah.
All right.
We just both fly there.
I'll throw in a few bucks for that to happen. Come on.
Keith funded the trip.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I
didn't go that
too far. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go too far.
Oh, damn,
but
so
you
close.
know what?
I almost had it, chat.
If that would help, if we could forego the annual viewer appreciation beverage.
No, we can't do that.
So you guys could go.
Everyone.
Oh my
loves.
God, what an experience!
I'm gonna have to find a way to go. I might. Yes. I was like, do I have to go by myself? Like, I can't.
All by myself.
All by myself. Because they're just going to do something crazy with it. All $9. You're right. Sheesh.
Is Lucky a Vegas guy? I mean, I
don't think so.
I don't like Vegas for large periods of time, but I do enjoy that we usually go once a year.
I guess I would then look to you for like, where are the couple things? Because I haven't, literally the last time I was there, I was in my early teens.
Yeah. There's a lot
with mis parientes, with my parents.
You can walk a lot.
Ever been in Vegas to go sometime? See,
there's good food. There's this place you could go see the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop.
Oh,
go Pawn Stars. We did that one.
Go see the Blue Man Group.
You can go down to go down to Fremont Street.
Do they still have the giant cowboy? Okay.
Yeah, you can see there's the classic sign there.
I just remember I remember the Luxor. I remember the big pyramid.
Still there. Yeah, we stayed there when we went to see Paul McCartney.
Okay. I remember that. I remember what's the
Wayne Newton is still doing stuff.
What's the one that
and Donny Osmond.
Is Wayne Newton still doing stuff? Oh my God, that's scary. I remember the one that looks like Grease. What's that one? You go in there, there's the shops, the Forum shops.
Oh yeah, that's down by Caesar's.
Okay, is that Caesar's Palace?
Yeah,
okay.
we still went.
I remember
went
that.
There. Yeah,
I remember that going to the Forum. They used to have that fountain that did a show. Does that still do that?
The Bellagio?
No, not the Bellagio. Inside, inside the Forum shops.
Oh, I don't know.
There used to be. It looked like a bunch of statues, and it did a water display show. I remember that. There was every 20 minutes. Not the Bellagio one, this.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't.
Because I've seen that too, with the giant fountains and stuff like that. Have you ever seen The Modern Family where they're in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
He keeps trying to get, he's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, Mandalay Bay. Yeah.
They're like, oh, sorry, that's for the Platinum, the Platinum Reserve. He's like,
that's with Patton Oswalt. I love that because that's that guy, that's Stephen Merchant, right?
Yeah, exactly. The bubble bath. It doesn't matter. This for all three of them.
It's the same price, no matter what. No.
All my Vegas knowledge comes from Vegas Vacation. Yeah, most of mine does as well, Lucky. I would agree.
Oh, no.
I said again.
Oh, no. We need to watch some videos.
But yeah, I just remember that, and it was off the floor. You can't get because I was 13 or something like that. So it'd be a much different experience now for sure. I just still am I would gamble a little bit, but that's not really my thing because I don't like losing money.
It's very easy. Well, and you have to look at it as entertainment.
This entertainment went way too quickly for $50,
and it might, and you go with a set amount, and it might be 50, it might be whatever that is.
What was the thing in Vegas Vacation where they go to that off-run casino and all the games
Pull
are
my finger.
Yeah, guess a number.
How many?
It's nope, it was 6. Damn it!
Yeah, no,
God. Yeah, that's good.
No, but it's very.
I can't believe she took the whole 50.
It's very easy because you think, oh, I'm going to spend $20 here, and you're like, no. Oh, that's gone.
So the memory I have, which I don't know why, I was almost going to either mention this on stream or talk about something else, but the memory I have of gambling and watching someone gamble was walking one of those areas where I was able to walk at that time and seeing this lady who was in a wheelchair. She's so old, had an oxygen tank next to her. Back issue, everything else. I mean, she must have been about 200 years old.
That's old.
She was very old. And her and I don't even know what the joy was for it. Probably just because she was out of the house or whatever else. But she's at a slot machine, and she would she'd shake in little hands. She'd go up and she'd put a coin in, And I don't even know if she pulled the lever or hit the button, because there's a button too. Like I can't remember.
You can do
like
do
in my
the wheels or pull the.
In my
lever,
memory,
yeah.
I can't even remember, but I think she just hit the button, because I think pulling down the lever was like. But she'd put a coin in, she'd hit the button, and then she'd just go back. Like she wouldn't even look to see if she won. She just went back to the next one and was already like loading it, because she knew like if she watched, the amount of time it would take would slow down, possibly having a chance to. And I just remember seeing that. I was like, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's one of the saddest things.
It can be very sad.
And it was just. And I just remember her shaking little hand, go up there. She'd put it in, hit the button, and come back down. And she had the little bucket there of like her coins. And then she'd read. And I was always like,
yeah. No,
and I don't even know how much she was putting in each. It was probably like 50 cents or
and
something.
Who
like
knows?
I don't
maybe
know.
like you said, maybe it was there and she was enjoying that, and someone gave her some money to. I mean, but there can be some very sad stories.
The kids wheeled her off to the side.
And there are no more buckets and coins anymore.
What?
Yeah. No, you don't. Yeah.
What do you have?
It's just you put $20 in, and it gives you credits.
Like dollars, or you use debit cards, or like what do you?
You can probably use a debit card. We just use. I think it's cash, though. We just put cash in, and
so literally, it's just like it's almost like feeding a money machine.
Yeah, you feed the money machine, and then you got.
And then it tells you how much you want to bet each time.
Yeah,
kind of
and
thing.
you can do because there's some that you have to spend 5 credits to get all the lines, and some 10. There's
depending on how much you want for each line of like if you're just doing the middle line or both.
And then if you do cash out, it makes the noise though. The old noise, ding 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 ding.
But then what does it give you then?
It just gives you a slip that you go cash in.
Wow.
If you're lucky, you get a slip that you go cash in.
That's so sad.
Yeah. So it's definitely a different experience than like
boring.
if you watch well, like what you remember, or if you like watch the Friends episode where they go to Vegas or any of the, you don't have your little cup with coins in it anymore.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, usually you'd cash out and it'd all fill in, and you'd scoop it up and put it in
exactly.
your cup.
I mean, up to a certain, obviously there was like an amount if you like really hit it big, then it was like jackpot, and someone comes over and that whole business. But
Lucky's
is the Metallica show in October? It is multiple. It is every weekend in October. It is a Thursday, Saturday. They're doing their no repeat weekend again. So it is that they will not repeat any song for both shows. So if you go to which I would go to the Thursday and the Saturday show, but it's.
Taking notes.
Yep. Yeah, they just posted about it. So it's the first and the third, 13th and the 14th, whatever. Like that would I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm still trying to work on my wife to see if I can get her to go.
It's only like a 6.5 hour drive.
Nebraska
to Vegas.
Oh,
No, he said, would you fly to Vegas?
Oh yeah. I mean, if I had someone with me, I would drive. Like I wouldn't mind that at all, because then you just can leave or do whatever you want, or if you need to drive somewhere or whatever else. But if it was just myself for some reason, I don't know. That'd be my first flight. Be to Vegas
all by yourself.
Wouldn't that be like 45 minutes up and then down? Isn't it like
it's
super
like
quick?
an hour and a half.
Oh, is it that long?
Yeah, it's not that long. It's not too long though. It's pretty quick. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that was definitely one of the bucket list things that I would like to do. That's no fun anymore. It used to be like, it was always quick, wasn't it? But yeah, that's no fun anymore. Like, you don't put any coins in. That's just weird.
No, there's still. Did
you do any like poker at all, or any blackjack?
No, I don't do that. I'm not. But I can't remember if I did or not. It depends. Like when we
if
go
there was
with
a small table of friendly people, I would rather do blackjack.
But
than anything else.
Unfortunately, though, now even the small tables, like your smallest amount is like $10 or $15.
Oh,
you used to be able to find $2 tables.
That's what I was just going to say. I was thinking $5, something.
And maybe there are in some of the places off the strip, but even those you don't really see that.
Pull my finger kind of places off the strip.
Yeah, you don't really see that too much. So it's you're sitting down and you're putting down a pretty big amount to start. So, but it's still fun because they have a lot of different. Like the one we like to play is like the Wheel of Fortune. If you get a certain thing, it's Wheel of Fortune, spin the wheel. So that's kind of fun. We play.
See, for that kind of fun though, it's almost like I'd rather just go find a pinball arcade and play pinball.
You'd save a lot of money though.
Do they have arcades there? I'd love to go to an arcade.
Probably somewhere. I know Circus
used
to be, but
that was the coolest thing we found when we were in San Francisco, down by the Fisherman's Wharf down there. There actually was like a whole like arcade museum, and you could go in there and play stuff. And they had Star Wars and Indiana Jones and like all the old slightly racist ones too, where like they did like weird dances. Some of it 100% was like, wow, this is my God. I think even people that liked some of that stuff way back in the day would probably blush a little bit, like, oh my gosh, that's too far. So final guess on price.
I think I saw 70.
Yeah, it was $70.
All
yep.
Right. But I'd say that's worth it.
That's worth every bit of it.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
There's a lot of. If I didn't have to drive home, I actually probably would have another shot because that's very. I like the nose. I like that we're still trying to figure out exactly what that tastes.
I couldn't even on the last
But
sip.
it's
There's
still-
something in there. It's very unique. It's very different, and that's kind of where, like I said, that
Maybe their
excites me to
tasting
some
notes to
extent.
give us a.
What do
If
they
they-
have?
I don't know.
Let's see. Amplified sweet notes of caramel, butterscotch,
Let me see. Yeah.
brown sugar with a refined finish of roasted almonds, leather, and subtle smoke.
Now there's something else in there besides that.
Let's see anything else.
There's a higher note. I agree with a lot of that though.
Same things though. Yeah, I mean, you picked up on the smoke.
Yep.
I mentioned the butterscotch. We were talking the caramel, things like that in there.
Ooh,
Almonds. I don't know if I would get. I don't know
No.
what an almond like.
almost got brown sugar. From the
Yeah, I definitely.
that's
Mhm.
that reminds me. You know what that took me to immediately? It took me to
Rolling Stones concert.
the Haunted Mansion. When you go in that one place where they're all all the table. where
That's
they're
usually like gingerbread smells. and
yeah,
things.
but that to me that has like a brown sugar.
Oh,
note in
does
there,
it?
Too. That took me to that.
We're going to Disneyland.
We three guys come out to socialize.
Oh, I love when you go around the holidays. It's a gingerbread house in the middle. And it just smells like so fun going around Halloween.
Haven't been there in a while.
It's good times. Good times.
Gotta get back. All right.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's see who we're gonna go say hi to. Talk about maybe what we might be doing next week.
So
Do you have
next
some
week
ideas?
I have a thought.
Okay.
It's a wine that we have at work.
Okay.
That actually when you initially look at it, you're like, please. And I haven't had it yet, but
Why is it please?
well, because it's in a clear glass bottle.
okay.
The color of it's red, but it's not very dark. But one of our trusted resources, Fitz,
Okay.
said it was actually really good. He said it's a good pizza wine. He said,
Oh,
and then
okay.
he said a hipster pizza wine. I don't know exactly what that.
So does that mean
means.
like a margarita type pizza, something like instead? Is that
I
kind of what
don't
they're going for?
I don't know exactly what it means, but I thought okay, I'm always on the lookout for a good wine with pizza.
Yeah.
So we could try that if you're interested. We could go that direction.
You sons of a motherless goat.
Sons-
Goat cheese pizza. I don't know why that was why I thought of that.
So anyway, that's one thing I have in mind.
I don't know when. I think they're supposed to be shipped soon. At some point, we're supposed to have more of the. I know, shocking. Westward whiskey is supposed to come in.
We've
but
had
I
a
don't-
few things
I don't
from
think. I don't think those have shipped yet. I wish I could go to that event this weekend. That's on Friday.
Oh, that's in
it's on
Phoenix.
Saturday. Sorry, up in
Okay.
Phoenix. But
Maybe Lucky will fly out and meet you.
Lucky will meet me in Phoenix this weekend. We can go to a
Go.
like I said, private event. What else was I thinking about the other day? There was a couple cocktails I had thought about. So like I said, maybe we bring back a cocktail thing,
I think that's a good idea.
which is always nice. Maybe we do that to break up the delicious whiskeys we've been having. I don't like to lose money. I'm kind of always that same way for myself. Like to watch people pulling the handles. Not much of a gambler
You can
myself,
still,
though.
you can still do that.
Yeah. I mean, they don't like you to gawk. I'm sure they don't want you to like stand there over someone's shoulder, but.
Yeah.
An
Unless they-
evening stream. What video game is this? Adept Brain. This is not a video game. This is the beverage podcasting that we do most Thursday evenings, which we're unfortunately wrapping up.
Yeah, got in just a little bit late, but at least you're here to
That's all right,
see us
though.
for a little.
Look
Say
at that.
hello.
3 stream streak. Let's go.
Okay, we'll take that.
You
Yeah,
saved
thank
it. You saved the 3 stream streak. Let's go. I'll be back on again tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. I think we're going to try a little bit of Marathon, which is a new video game from the makers of Destiny, from the Bungie universe. So we might give that a little bit of a shot.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, we'll be back together again next Thursday.
Next Thursday, we'll be
Like
here.
I said, sounds like we'll have a wine. Sounds like we'll have a cocktail, which is always a very, very good option. And then, yeah, I'm sure we'll figure out something else to open up with. Someone was talking about the other day. I don't know if I wrote it down. They were talking about a kombucha they were enjoying. So
I do like kombucha.
Yeah, I haven't had that in quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
The Bungie things and stuff. That's true. The Bungie things.
You'll be
and
making
stuff.
your way through the day with some things and some stuff
and some kombucha.
and some
All
kombucha.
those things.
The booch.
But yeah, thank you guys all for being here. We do appreciate it. We are going to go say hi to Revealing Too Much, or Revealing as we call him. He's playing some Marathon right now, the game I'm going to be giving a shot to tomorrow. So let's drop him some follows if you have not already. If you've already dropped him a follow, stay, hang out, watch for a little bit. He's been streaming for almost 11 hours, so he has really been enjoying
That's a long
the
time.
video game. I hope he means he's enjoying it. I hope it's not just torture. Have a good evening, y'all. Have a good evening, Adept Brain. Baker, good to see you. Everyone that's been here. Mills, Gary, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'll be back on again tomorrow. He'll be back here next week.
I'll see you next week.
Same bat time.
Thank you,
same
everybody.
bat channel. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Good evening.
Good evening and good night.
Good night, and remember,